Welcome once again to Commanded by Danon. Today's video is brought to us by Patreon supporter Brian. Huge thanks to Brian and all the rest of my Patreon supporters. Brian reached out and requested a deck built around Adrix and Nev Twincasters. He told me he had one currently, but it wasn't doing what he wanted it to do. He also informed me that he already owned a copy of Primal Vigor, but asked that the rest of the deck stay between $200 to $250. But before we get started, I'd like to quickly ask you to like and subscribe. It really does help the channel, and it's free. With that out of the way, let's get into the video. Adrix and Nev Twincasters are 2/2 legendary merfolk wizards with Ward 2. Additionally, whenever one or more tokens would be created under our control, we create twice that many tokens instead. So they're basically a Simic anointed procession in the command zone. That means we're going to want a lot of token creators in our deck, which is something green and blue both excel at. And maybe we can fit some more token doublers in our budget. Thinking about it, there's a lot of instants and sorceries that create tokens, so maybe we can include some spell doublers as well. But before we get to our deck list, we should keep in mind our checklist. 50 mana sources, usually split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp, 10 pieces of card advantage, 8 to 10 pieces of spot removal, 2 to 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate, 1 sudden I win card. Treasure Vault, Command Tower, Exotic Orchard, Breeding Pool, Rejuvenating Springs, Dreamroot Cascade, Hinterland Harbor, Rimewood Falls, Tangled Islet, Yavimaya Coast, Temple of Mystery, Tanglepool Bridge, Simic Guildgate, Simic Growth Chamber, Quandrix Campus, Thornwood Falls, Woodland Stream, Scavenger Grounds, Myriad Landscape, Evolving Wilds, Terramorphic Expanse, 8 forests, and 8 islands. Our deck leans ever so slightly towards blue, but I wanted an even number of basics to help ensure we can cast our ramp in the early game. Soul Ring, and Arcane Signet for mana rocks. Jaheira, Friend of the Forest, turns all of our tokens into mana dorks. Farseek, Nature's Lore, Rampant Growth, Sakura Tribe Elder, Cultivate, Kodama's Reach, and Migration Path to fetch extra lands, Tireless Provisioner, Bootlegger's Stash, and Old Gnawbone for treasure generation. We have a token doubler in the command zone, so of course we want some treasure generators. Curiosity Crafter, Idol of Oblivion, Shamanic Revelation, Tachyova Benthic Druid, Timeless Witness, Champion of Wits, Stern Lesson, Primeval Herald, Eureka Moment, Growth Spiral, and Pirate's Prize make up our card advantage package. Rapid Hybridization, Beast Within, Commit Memory, Reclamation Sage, Counterspell, Negate, An Offer You Can't Refuse, Pongify, Narset's Reversal, Insidious Will, Spell Swindle, and Titania's Command make up our interaction package. Perplexing Test and Consuming Tide help to clear the board of our opponent's annoyances. Lithoform Engine, Jin Gataxias Progress Tyrant, Double Major, Swarm Intelligence, Twincast, The Mirari Conjecture, Rite of Replication, Replication Technique, Second Harvest, Elminster's Simulacrum, Extravagant Replication, Clone Legion, and Primal Vigor all help us make additional copies, both of creatures and of spells. Mirage Mockery, Reef Worm, Scute Swarm, Avenger of Zendikar, Rampaging Baloths, Coma Cosmos Serpent, Alondra Skydreamer, Arasta of the Endless Web, Spark Double, Combine Chrysalis, and Nissa Ascended Animist make up the core of our deck. Now that we have our deck list, let's compare it to our checklist. 50 mana sources split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp. Right on target. 11 pieces of card advantage, 12 pieces of interaction, 2 board wipes, 3 pieces of graveyard hate, 1 sudden I win card in Nissa Ascended Animist. Normally, I never look at ultimates when deciding if I want to run a Planeswalker or not. Chances are you'll get 1, maybe 2 uses of a Planeswalker before someone kills it. But if we cast Nissa Ascended Animist for 7, we can alter right away. So she's basically a budget Craterhoof behemoth. As far as upgrades go, I really wanted to include Tendershoot Dryad and Awaken the Woods, but both were just a bit out of budget. We would also want to include a Doubling Season, but that card is way out of our budget. I'm always a fan of including about 8 to 10 $10 cards instead of a single $100 card. You get more mileage out of those mid-range price cards than you do out of a single expensive but powerful card. Do you have an Adrix and Nev Twincasters deck? What's your secret deck tech? Leave a comment below. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my daughter Cute Stuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, there's a link to her Fiverr page below. If you're looking for ways to support the channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Danon. One of the tiers is specifically set up for Commander. For only $25, I will build you a custom Commander deck based around your specifications, and even do a deck video on it. I also wanted to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons: Waffles, Jiraiya, Muffins, Marcus, Phoenix of Ice, Squishy, Brett, Roxy, Brian, Josh, Sean, Zach, and Alton. You guys are awesome. I post new Commander deck videos often, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of new videos. Also, if you're a fan of anime and manga like I am, feel free to check out my other channel, Musings by Danon. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Commander by Danon.